did that video about Frankie DiCicco and what happened on, it was April the 13th, 1986. And in it, I was talking about Mikey Scars had said something interesting about that day. I'm going to pull it up here. I'm just going to read it. Of course, on that day, Herbert Pate had drove up to the Veterans and Friends Social Club in Dyker Heights, Brooklyn. John Gotti was supposed to be with Frankie DiCicco. They were supposed to go to a meeting at the Veterans and Friends, Social Club. Well, as you know, Frank Bellino, I'm sorry. I keep saying Bellino, but I'll get my names right. It's just been a long day. Frank Bellino asked him for some information on the lawyer. Frankie says, I got it in the car. They go out to the car. As soon as Frankie reaches into the car in the glove compartment, a bomb was set off. And it was set off by, of course, gas pipe and Herbert Pate. Now, how Herbert Pate had set up, according to gas pipe, the bomb was he carried a couple of grocery bags, drops one next to the car, plants the bomb, and leaves. And of course, we all know what happened later after that. So the point was how, in the title of the video, how did the FBI fail not only Frankie DiCicco and Frank Bellino, but how it could possibly impacted a lot of people had there been a lot of, let's just say there had been a group of people, women, children. Some people would say, well, maybe they wouldn't set off the bomb. But knowing gas pipe and knowing what I know about Herbert Pate, yes, they would have set up that bomb. They wouldn't have cared. Their intended target, when they thought Frank Bellino was John Gotti, well, we know John Gotti at the last moment decided not to go to the meeting. Now, some people will say maybe the FBI tipped him that there was going to be a hit. He just says, you know what, I'm not going to be a part of it. Is that possible? Yeah, it's possible because they have tipped him off before. Remember, Bobby Manna was caught on tape saying that there was an order to kill John Gotti. So it is possible. I know Mikey Scars has said something about the Freedom of Information Act. I am trying to find out how to start doing that because I'd like to get a hold of some of these 302s, FBI investigation reports on this. It would be interesting. How did the FBI fail in this situation? Well, as Mikey Scars says, they're there every day. Why on this particular day did they not show up? Now, we know more likely they had wiretaps on gas pipe, the Lucchese family, a lot of them, and the Genovese family. So they probably knew something was in the wind or something was going to happen. But why didn't they show up that day? Because think about it. Had the FBI been there, seen Pate drop those grocery bags, do something up under the car, they're by law and by their own rules are supposed to coordinate off, block off the car, go warn people that something was put on the car. They need to investigate it, whether they like the mafia or not, whether they like Frankie DiCicco or anybody in that building, Mikey Scars. They're by law supposed to tell them what's going on. And I'm sorry you're hearing stuff going on in the background. Anyway, they're supposed to notify them what they're doing or what's going on. Because that could have been a big game changer. Because look what happened to the Gambino family after Frankie DiCicco was killed. And you can ask Mikey Scars. I'm pretty sure to tell you what he could give you a scenario of what things would have probably been like had Frankie not got killed. So, yes, the FBI did fail a lot of people. The FBI not being there, doing their job, changed the course of the Gambino family. Because without, Frankie DiCicco's there, you talking about Sammy's got 19 murders? I don't think so. Well, whatever he had left to do. I think once he had 2 or 3 under his belt already before Frankie died. So there you have it.